Hello, everyone. Patriot 5 here tonight. Patriot 6 is not joining the show tonight. He's in bed sleeping. He's not feeling well at all. He had a very, very, very bad weekend, almost to the point where we thought we was going to have to take him to the hospital, but he made a little bit of a recovery, and he wants to try to beat this at home, but if it doesn't go away within another day, then we're going to probably have to do something. But he says he's sorry that he can't send out the link tonight to the show, but him getting healthier is more important than the link going out to some people. We know that I'm on Monday night, so they can come to the Patriot 5, Patriot 6, and Family site, and if they're already members with us, they should get the link themselves. So I hope everybody else had a great weekend. As I told you, the small show I did Friday, and this will be another small show tonight, guys. As I said, I am getting better, but I have no stamina yet. So it's hard for me to sit up or, stand up or whatever for any length of time, speak for any length of time. So I just wanted to come on and, I see Bill and Linda and Papa G. Linda, I've been taking my medicine every day now that the doctors told me it was okay to start taking again. Myrna, if you're on, I'm wanting to get the stuff to do that stuff you want me to make. But I went to 3 different stores the other day, and none of them had lemons or grapefruits. I guess that's the thing when you go to a store that's selling lemons and grapefruits for 10 cents a piece. They don't stick around very often. Janet and Ian and Bill, Joe Phillips, welcome everyone to the show. And if I miss people, I'm going to miss you, but it's not that I want to. It's just that I want to get into the show and that. And I'm going to start by talking to the kids. And I'm going to talk to all of them at once, not just individually, because, as I said, I lay in bed a lot right now, trying to get myself better. And sometimes I keep asking myself, why? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? Through all this, trying to put a show together, through all this research, and then nothing comes to truth. And it hit me. I'm doing it for you kids. Because we can't keep letting kids grow up the way some of these generations after my generation are starting to grow up. Friday, I was feeling much better. I babysat. Three of my 5 grandkids pretty much all day long. Over 12 hours. It's the best babysitting I've ever done. The kids were the best they've ever been. There was not one fight. I got to see the older 2, which naturally, once they got home from school, they had to have a little fight, but I wasn't in charge of them. And I try to get on our Telegram page and see what's going on. I see Jimmy's still posting a lot about his mom, which he's hurting very bad. I can't remember the last time I've been to Tik Tok. So I'm not real happy with that site right now. And I'll be honest with you, Jim, if you're listening, that's a site you should get your son off of. That is not a site for an 11-year-old boy to be on. He's not my son. But I'm guaranteeing if Renee was alive right now, he wouldn't be on it. And I know you're trying to give him whatever he wants, but that's a site that people do nothing but try to take advantage of people. They try to scam you. And he's a gullible little boy. So just keep a close eye on him, would you please? All the other kids, the Boogs, and our princess, a queen, and her little brother, or big brother, I guess it is. Hunter, Wyatt Earp and Karate Kid, Leona and Leilana, and then my 5. I hope I didn't miss any, but if I did, I'm really, really sorry. Just be kids. I don't know where you're at, how the weather is here in Buckingham, Illinois. It's cold. It is really cold. Snowy. Yes, I did one just a little bit ago, just before I came down here. My little granddaughter, Kira's even down sick. And I was coming down here to Ron's to do the show, check up on him. I don't stay a long time when I'm down here now, but I think this is the 6th time I've been down here today. And I forgot my phone at home, so I had to run back home and get it. When I walked in the house, Kira was crying. Her dad was in the kitchen. Her mom was right there just letting her cry. Now, she's been to the emergency room and the doctor in the last 2 days. She's 2 years old, and she's crying. No comfort. It took me about 30 seconds to comfort her, get her to stop crying, and start laughing. Kids just want to have attention. So I said what happened at the doctor today to her, figuring that one of my son and my daughter-in-law would answer. My daughter-in-law said it was a waste of time. I should have went to school. I walked out. As I'm walking out, I heard my son say, "Don't you ever tell my dad your kids are a waste of time." Oh, I had to control myself. And I did. So, kids, just know we love you and we're doing this for you. And you may not understand it now what we're doing, but you're going to, because everyone, kids, everyone on this show, we have to understand one thing right now. This is just the beginning. We're in countdown phase. Seven days from today, and today's almost over. 7 days, and we'll have the real president as the real president. If he keeps his promises, 15 days, the special beds will be introduced. Actually, it'll be 14 days tomorrow. The 27th, the beds are supposed to be introduced for use. I read an article yesterday. I stumbled across it, and it said, for all of you that's going to get excited, for all the people out there doing shows and telling you when we're going to RV, the RV will not happen until after the 20th, because they're not going to give Sleepy any credit. They're going to prove to the world he's the worst president we've ever had, and they're going to prove to the world that his running mate is the most incompetent. Period. I seen a picture today where, I guess before the funeral ended of Jimmy Carter the other day, I guess he said the Pledge of Allegiance, and they all stood up. And I'm usually against people not saying a pledge, standing for whatever. But I was very proud of my president and his wife for not putting their hands over their heart. When would that be, Michael? Mike believes it'll all come true, and the hat said that it would. How many times has he told us it's going to happen here and here and here? But No, I believe, guys, we've waited years. I looked at Ron last night and I said, you got to get better. We've been doing this for 16 years, since 2008. And now that we're about ready to get there, you can't go and leave me now. I have no family to speak of. My kids, my son is there for me if I absolutely need him and ask him for help. But me and him used to do things, going to ball games and just go out to get something to eat, just hang out at least once or twice a week. I think last year me and him did something twice together, just me and him. And then the one day that we was going to do something together, he had this flu. He had got over it. He thought he was okay. We just sat down to eat. They just brought the food. He said, I got to go to the bathroom, Dad. He comes back and he says, can we go now? So I had to bag my food up. It worked out good for Ron because then he got half of my food. We had went to Hooters. He wanted to buy my Hooters calendar for me. So that being said, I think a lot of things bigger is going to happen on the 20th. Now let's go ahead and say the pledge. And I advise each and every one of you is when we say it, that you do put your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her
Yes, God bless the USA. I'm proud to be an American. Before I go any further, I will announce that the music played tonight is for entertainment purposes only. We have no legal rights to it. And this video is not made for children unless under the supervision of their parents, grandparents, or legal guardians. So, I didn't want to do that, but I did. So, Bruce likes to start to show off. Well, where are we now? Done, done, and done, Janet. Thank you. Where are we now? Well, I think the aisles are pretty much all cleaned. I think maybe a few of the restrooms need cleaned out yet. Yes, Ron has the flu. So I think with all that being said, that we're kind of like the excitement you got when you was a kid. If you believed in NASA, which we've come to find out wasn't what we thought, but when we were kids, we believed. John Glenn, first man in space. And just remember when we was having a big event like that. Just remember how we felt as the days got closer, as the minutes got closer to when this was going to happen. Because remember, they televised every one of them. They televised every launch. And when we thought we went to the moon, the excitement. And that's how I am right now. Even though I don't feel good, even though Ron don't feel good, the excitement that 16 years of doing this stuff, not doing shows, but being involved in this, talking to people, getting laughed at, getting ridiculed, getting mocked, getting just degraded. And I know there's a lot of people on here that's the same way. I've talked to many of the girls on here, how their families are the same way. Everything we've lost, and no one on this show has lost more than Myrna. But she keeps going. I don't know how. But you know, something got into my soul last night when Ron was really bad. And we should have took him in. We had the emergency squad come over and check him out, and they can't make him go. But they said that there were some things that he probably could go get checked out and spend a few days in a hospital. But he refused to go. One of them even made a statement. Ron, I can't guarantee if you close your eyes and go to sleep tonight, you're going to wake up in the morning. I didn't like when he said that. But then Ron's answer was, then I guess I'll die then. And I'm thinking, we've been through too much. We've been in this too long together to not see the finish line. So I don't have a lot of information tonight. I am counting down. Tonight when I write Julia, the girl in Ukraine, I'll tell her by the time you read this, we're 6 days away from possibly your war ending very, very soon, and possibly great things happening to the whole world. But one of the things I want to talk about is a subject Ron really loves to talk about. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. We like to talk about the replicators. And as we've talked about many, many things on this show, we haven't talked about the replicators much because there's not a lot of information on about it. And I thought, well, it'd be nice if we could talk about it. And Lord and behold, I went to the MedBed Technology on Telegram, and there's an article about replicators. I'm going to read it to you. Replicators use plasma energy to formulate anything and everything you want, according to Jared Rand. For example, on a snowy day, if your snow boots are worn out and you need a new pair of snow boots or a new hat and coat, then you just program this huge database replicator with the latest styles and details that you want, and the replicator produces it. Perfect size, fits you like a glove. The product is produced in seconds. Do you want hot fudge sundae on a hot day? You got it. Replicators recycle old things back into plasma energy. There's no waste, no trash, no garbage, nothing to pollute the environment or to destroy the ecosystem. Soil is plasma energy. Plants are plasma energy. Take a replicator to a poor village, and those people can have everything they've ever dreamed of in a matter of minutes. Replicators will eliminate the need for massive amounts of land to feed the population. Anything you want, you can have it. 3D printers are the forerunners of replicators. Accelerate that 100 times and you have a replicator. Everything is creation is composed of plasma energy. Replicators are off the world technology given to us by galactics who are sharing these technologies with the human race. This technology is going to be available everywhere. You will be able to have a phenomenal time with it. Now, on Tuesday night and Thursday night, me and Marianne, when she's not busy and I'm not sick, or vice versa, we chat all the while Bruce is on, and she gives me play-by-play of Bruce. And I feel sorry for her because she has to sit through Sue's bundles and Bob's boobs. I don't know what to say. But I mean, they say the same thing every night. They pray for money. They don't pray for money. That's all they think about. And now that evidently her bundles are closing up, now she's telling a program what you need to do to go to the what's going to happen at the med beds. She knows all about the med beds now. She's a lady that reads stuff and sells other people's information for profit. And I'm really saddened to think the way I do, but I believe she's going to be in a situation that when it comes, she's going to get hit very, very hard for what she's doing. Because I know the Hat himself has come out on several occasions and says anybody who takes money What bothers me even more is I know Bruce can be a tremendous humanitarian project leader. And I know his heart is right there to do it. But I'm worried for him because he's not letting these people come on his show to sell products and not getting a cut. He's hiding it, but yeah. So this is something I'm going to read, and I really don't understand it because we have the special beds, but this is something. It says Elon Musk saving the world with Tesla terahertz technology. Elon Musk is revolutionizing the future of humanity once again with the groundbreaking Tesla terahertz technology. Musk envisions a world free of diseases and suffering. This innovative technology harnesses the power of terahertz frequencies to rejuvenate the human body, enhance cellular health, and restore natural balances. Imagine a future where chronic illness are eradicated, the body heals itself naturally, and everyone has access to the optimal health. Musk's mission is clear: to ensure a healthier, long, and better life for all. Tesla terahertz is not just technology, it's a promise of hope, resilience, and transformation of humanity. A world without diseases is no longer a dream, but a reality on the horizon. Now, the thing I say about that is, wow, that's great. But if we're getting the beds, do we need it? Because as I said many times, everybody's going to get treated. Nobody's going to get denied these beds. But it's not going to take that long with as many of them out there to get everybody in the world on them. Some people aren't going to go. Some people are going to say, I'm going to live my life the way I've lived my life my whole life. And when it's my time, it's my time. Me, I like the idea of staying around a long time. I like the idea of staying around the kids that we're talking to now. They're like my granddaughter, going to be 11 years old, March 10th. My grandson who just turned 9, another grandson who will be 8, April 19th. A granddaughter that will be 5, the little monkey, on May 5th. And Kira, who just turned 2, December 13th. But before I go any farther, I got to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about a famous singer dancer. I'm not sure if she's a great singer. I'm not sure if she's a great dancer. She's kind of tall for a woman. She's very beautiful. But when she goes on stage, I'm going to tell you, my daughter's in her upper 30s. If she tried to go out in an outfit that this girl's got on, performing in front of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people at a time, there's no way I would let her go out. If she got by me, there's no way her husband David would let her go out. She, to you little kids, literally sells sex. I've read some very, very bad things about her. But before I read all these things, remember I mentioned a little bit ago that I'm pretty sure I'm leaving TikTok. It's the things that's happening on there right now is just, I like to watch the videos, the little 3 and 4 second ones, 5 seconds. There's a girl on there from Russia who's an ice skater. I love watching her videos. But this girl that I'm talking about, this entertainer, she started following me. I said, why would she follow me? So I sent her a message and I said, just out of curiosity, why would you follow me? She said, you seem like a nice guy. I said, I am one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, if we'd ever meet. And we started chatting on TikTok. All of a sudden, it's, can we go to Telegram where it's more private? Why? But I agreed because, see, I now had a card that I could play to my granddaughter, who is one of her biggest fans. On her birthday, she asked me to buy her a gift. I said, what do you want? She said, there's this chocolate store down here. I want you to send me the money so I can get chocolates. $200 for a box of chocolates. I said, I don't think so. I said, she says, it's such a piddly amount of money. I said, to you it is. To me, it's 1/10 of my paycheck every month. Nope, not doing it. So she wrote me a letter where she was really mad at me. I don't care. She did a video earlier before this happened talking about my niece, my granddaughter, my other granddaughter, and the two grandsons. And she seemed sweet. We started joking around. Then I read some things today about her that I'm not going to repeat here because you guys all know it already. And as I'm reading this stuff today, my phone rings from Telegram, and it's her. I don't answer it. I don't want to talk to her. But you know, it's not her. But she sends me a message when I wouldn't answer. I went to the store today to do some shopping. I lost my wallet. I've got an order here for $500. Can you send me $500? And I promise you I'll pay it back. I'm 100% sure it's a scam. I ain't sending her $500. Isn't it funny? Someone who has nothing talking to someone who's supposed to be a multi-billionaire, maybe the richest woman in the world, maybe the richest person. No, Elon's the richest person. But this is like 7 times she's tried to get me to send her at least $200. So she got really nasty in a couple of messages, and I said, it's time, blocked. That's why I'm saying, guys, don't let your kids on sites like that. If you do, you monitor them. I mean, Jimmy wants me to follow him on TikTok, and I won't do it because I'm not going to stay on there. So here's something. New rule of thumb. If the FDA is trying to ban something, it's probably because it cures something without side effects, or it can be made/grown yourself. Either way, neither situation will make the government any of their precious shekels. So they don't want it around. True. RV News, Jen, why the delay? Jesus. The World Court has made a decision to delay release of notifications until after inauguration of the U.S. president. Jen, why? Jesus. The inauguration will take place then executive orders will be signed. The SWIFT system and quantum system running together allow fraud to take place and has been a security breach. Other tiers wait for their release of funds as well to ensure payments are not confiscated by fraud. There is a time to complete the RV before your country changes its monetary system. January 20th, 2025, from Dan Scavino. January 20, 2025 will be the most surreal moment in our lifetimes. Defying all odds, we the people and God did it. Now, why would Dan Scavino say something like this? J.D. Vance was thinking about skipping the inauguration. Some say it's because it's Junior who may be stepping in. Some say it's because there will not be one due to 1871 Act corporation being dissolved. Some say that January 19th will make January 20th unnecessary. Some say because Q said, remember that day, and it is more important than January 20th. Some say that the hat will make an historic announcement that will be the hat card. Who knows? All outcomes, I'm sure, will be very entertaining. We have only about 7 days left. Then they want you to join their channel. So here's an article. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's pretty lengthy. But supposedly, Big Mike's man is in a lot of trouble. I guess they have several charges on him on PED with a file. And he's in a lot of trouble, and they're bringing these charges, and it's not looking good for his team. And like I said, the article is just too long. And right now, I'm at almost 38 minutes, and I'm starting to gasp for breath. I'm getting tired. I usually don't sit up this long. U.S. inauguration. The inauguration for corporation known as the United States is January 20th. The inauguration for the Republic of the United States is March 1st. Which one will you go get? Now, on our Telegram page, there's a very good article sent by Brenda Price. And it deals with Canada and a lot of the things that's going on with them. I'm not going to read it. It's long, but it's worth your while to go in there and read it. Merry Christmas, America, and happy holidays. POTUS is reposting Merry Christmas, America on January 12th, 2025. Drop number 457, Merry Christmas. Celebrate this special day in a big way. God bless you all. POTUS. There's also, I'm going to show you this picture. You can't see, you can't read it, but that small print was our duly elected president signing that he is now our president. And it says, kaboom. There it is, inaugurated as president of the Republic of the U.S., not corporation. 2021, it was signed. Share everywhere. So it shows that he was still inaugurated back in 2021, even though they make you believe Sleepy was. Here's another article on medbeds. Deep State's sabotage exposed special beds in Texas, Florida, and Idaho targeted by operatives, over 50 arrested in massive raids. In January 2025, significant developments unfolded regarding the deployment of special beds technology in the United States. Special beds, advanced medical devices capable of revolutionary healing, were ongoing trials in rural areas of Texas, Florida, and Idaho. These locations were strategically chosen to minimize the interference from federal agencies, potentially influence deep state operatives. So that is good news. There's a little more to the article, but I like this picture here. It says National Deportation Day coming soon, and they're running, being chased. I did like that. A court in Pennsylvania has ruled to allow Amish farmer Miller to continue operating after the FDA tried to shut him down. They tried to say he wasn't following food safety laws, which is ridiculous. Huge win for Amish farmers. Actually, it's a huge win for all farmers. I do not have Judy tonight. The reading part, Ron always gets that for me, and he wasn't feeling up to getting it. So we have 136 people on. We've been on for 43 minutes. So, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm sorry I'm not my chipper self. I'm working on getting there, and I'm hoping Wednesday night I'm back to my own form, and I'm hoping my buddy's sitting over here in his chair helping everybody out too. But until then, count the days, count the hours. We're getting close, guys. We've waited too long. And we're right now in the final stretch. With that, I say good night. God bless. And Ron and myself love yous all.